face-off between the North and South, in the fields and hills of southern Pennsylvania, the Union and Confederacy continued to push each other beyond the Shenandoah Valley. Robert E. Lee, the commanding general of the Confederacy, decided to invade the North after winning the previous Battle of Chancellorsville. The Southern Army had an opportunity to pressure Abraham Lincoln to end the war and let the South secede. Robert E. Lee felt confident in his Army's ability to pressure and defeat the protective Union militia. Robert E. Lee was preparing to split his troops and find a way to continue fighting the Northern troops. At the moment, he continued to observe the movements of the Union. Buford, the commanding general of the Union Army, laid out 3 ridges west of Gettysburg to stop the Confederate invasion. The North decided to retreat to higher ground and have a tactical advantage on Cemetery Hill.
Where we are, that's where we gotta go.
If the South invaded Little Round Top, they could virtually destroy the entire Union Army on Cemetery Hill and gain a huge tactical advantage. The South was able to advance through Peach Orchard and Rose Woods, but the North was able to withstand the attacks from Culp's Hill. Northern reinforcements were headed towards the Confederacy, so Robert E. Lee was pressured to overtake these key positions on the battlefield. Gettysburg was the bloodiest battle of the Civil War. It is estimated that there were at least 50,000 casualties in 2 armies. These primary source photos depict a horrific nature of warfare and brutal outcome of the battle. While men lay in fields and woods along the battlefield, their relatives mourned the loss of their loved ones. Just to put this into perspective, out of the 37,000 rifles left lying on the battlefield, of those 37,000, 24,000 of them were still loaded, ready to be shot. By day 3, the Confederacy had a limited opportunity to attack. The Union had full control over Cemetery Hill and included reinforcements that increasingly bombarded the remaining Confederate troops. It was only a matter of time before the Union would disintegrate the entire Confederate Army. A graduate from West Point, Robert E. Lee had experience with Napoleonic warfare tactics, and there was careful consideration of flanking the Union troops and surprise attacking the rear. Although this would have worked, the remaining Confederate troops would not have been able to sustain their position, so Robert E. Lee decided to charge the enemy head-on. Was able to secure the high ground, which left the South with no choice but to use the remaining troops. The final charge ordered by Robert E. Lee was a devastating failure. Lee's troops were outnumbered by the Union, and General Meade forced the Confederates from Northern Territory so they could never attack beyond their own boundary. This had become a huge turning point in the war, since the Confederacy had lost a real opportunity to invade northern states.